shut, activate the switch, stops working. So I'm not a mechanic, but just like to show you what's going on here with this. So right up in here, or right back here, we have this a spring that looks like a big safety pin, and when you push that back, push the ram back, this spring opens up a little bit and locks in little notches in this part here. So after your time is up, this little motor here turns and opens up this spring and allows the ram to push out by the springs that are in here. So when that gets stuck, from what I found is that over time this motor here is not strong enough to turn the little switch in here, this little round thing that opens up your spring. So what you have to do is you have to take this spring off, which isn't that hard. You have just a screwdriver and a needle nose pliers, and you just pry it open a little bit so that it's barely catching the latch. I mean, if you shake that a little bit, it will come out, but that'll make it so that the motor, which is now weaker, still is able to open up your spring. So the other thing is right back here is your switch, so that when you shut the door, it tells the game that you've got everything in before your time was up. And it is right here. You'll see a little prong that sticks out. There's a little tit right on this door that pushes that in to activate this switch. So that could be giving you an issue as well. You may just need to adjust these two metal prongs here so that they're not touching but very close, so that when the door shuts and that pushes in, it sends a signal to here. The other thing is you can just on the breadboard here, just give these wires just a little touch, just move them, wiggle them on the solder just a little bit, not too much. Other than that, this game is hard to figure out how to take apart. It's actually quite well built, but what you got to do first is you got to pop these off the wheel, hubcaps off the wheel, which are just hooked on with little clips. Just take a fine flat screwdriver, flip them back, pry them in there underneath. Takes a little, you get onto it, and then once you get the screw, there's a screw that keeps the wheel on, you take that off, and then you'll find screws right here that hold your cover. So you take those out on each wheel, and two right here, and then you should be able to just pull that off. I also took the screws out of this here, which is the speaker, which mounts to the bottom. You'll see that if you're going to take that fixing this. So there you go.